Well, it is September 19 and I need to get the sweet potatoes out before the first frost, which will be about October 15. So we thought we'd go ahead and cut them out today. Now, Steve, take a look at the potato patch here. This is one of our sweet potato patches. And during the summer heat, it spread out a lot of vines, which made it difficult for the vines to suck up enough moisture to keep the vines from wilting. So I frequently cut back the vines so they weren't so extensive. But now it's time to just totally remove these vines and see what kind of a crop we got with these sweet potatoes. So we're going to start by just cutting them off. Now, I wish, if you like to eat sweet potato leaves, I wish you were here because we're going to put most of these in our compost pile. Although some of them would probably be great put into some soups. So we're just going to cut away these vines. And they are extensive. I have a nice sickle here that works really well. Let's see what we got here. I've been using square foot gardening for about 4 or 5 years now. Absolutely love the ease of having a low area concentrated gardening where we have less weeding to do, and then we can take the spreading areas for vines and things and just mulch around that area so we don't have a lot of weeding to do all summer long. Makes gardening quite a pleasure. Alright, let's get over here. Pull some of these puppies out. And I'm anxious to see what kind of a crop we're going to get this year. Be careful not to cut my drip lines. Okay. Now, I have never grown sweet potatoes in my square foot garden. I've usually just grown them in ground rather than in meal mix. So this will be a great thing to see, I hope. Okay, well, let's see what we got here.
Do we need a pitchfork?
Well, if I use a pitchfork, I'm likely to break them.
Oh.
Okay, well, here's our first one.
Okay.
Now, the soil that we make with our Mel's mix is incredibly soft. So, Steve, maybe you want to come up a little bit closer. I'm going to grab my cart. Now, I have 2 beds. Oh, looks like that one got a little eaten by something. Let's see what we get here.
Good on this side.
Oh my.
See if we get a Hercules this year.
Yeah, that's for sure. All right, well, I'm gonna have Steve stop the film and we'll pick it up and show you what we get at the end. Okay, so we're done digging this bed. You can see how beautiful. We were able to do this whole thing without a pitchfork because square foot Mel's mix is so soft and what we call friable. In other words, easy to break up, easy to handle. No pitchfork in here at all, ever. So this is about probably 8 or 9 square feet. And as you can see, we got a wonderful harvest out of our sweet potato bed. This is about 6 inches deep. The mix is about 6 inches deep there, so we got all these sweet potatoes. Unfortunately, we had a mole or something get into the get into the bed, and so we lost quite a bit of our sweet potatoes here. But next year, I will know. Under the square foot bed, it's very easy to put a layer of chicken wire or some other sort of fencing on the bottom of the box to prevent rodents from getting into the bed. So that's a live and learn experience. But I have another bed to go harvest. All right, I've started clearing my second bed, which is a little bit larger than our first one. It'd be interesting to see if we got rodent infiltration in this one as well. Let me just clear out all these vines. You know, all this stuff makes great compost feed. I have a very hungry compost pile that I love to feed. This could be chopped up a little bit before it's put on, and if the weather is still good, these vines will probably take root and start growing in my compost pile, even though they've been cut. But they will die back as soon as the frost gets them. That'll kill them right away. So we'll just clear this all right up and see what kind of a harvest we get from this bed. This bed is about maybe 30 feet from the other bed. So maybe the rodents didn't find this one. I think we have a bad problem with moles here in Tennessee, in western Tennessee anyway. Let's just clear this all away.
That's an armful. So tell them about your little chopper there.
Okay, this is a Japanese sickle. It's a wonderful tool for cutting, for clearing, if you like to do things by hand, or if you just have small areas that you need to do. It's wonderful for harvesting grains, like wheat or millet. Okay, so here is our bed, almost cleared here. And I planted a few extra plants in this one than I did because this one is larger. So this bed is probably, well, 1, 2, 3, 4. This one's probably 10 square feet. The one that we got these sweet potatoes from was about 8 or 9 square feet. So I'm looking forward to another great harvest in this bed as well. All right, we'll just, let's go ahead and take a little look here. You can see again how, kind of start in the middle. I gotta see how beautiful this is for harvesting. As always, I like to grow Beauregards. I know there's a lot of varieties out there. Here we go. And but I really like the Beauregards. They're very sweet. Got some smaller ones in this patch, probably because they're so tight. I kind of like the smaller ones a little bit better, but they are just really packed in this bed. I probably planted them too close. The other bed was a little bit further apart. All right, well, I will dig these out, and then we'll show you the whole heap at the end. So we have harvested our sweet potatoes, and Steve, if you want to kind of walk around that way.
Yes.
This is from approximately 18 square feet of square foot garden mixing. We lost probably, I don't know, 8 or 10, maybe 8 nice potatoes to moles that got in. So this bed here had smaller potatoes. No rodent infestation in this one, but the potatoes were smaller, and I'm thinking that's because as we mowed the yard, we continually were cutting back the vine growth. So maybe with less vine growth, we got smaller potatoes. But we're learning as we go along here. But we're real happy with our crop here. Feel like the Lord has really blessed our efforts. And definitely will grow sweet potatoes again if we're still here.
And we hope you will grow sweet potatoes.
Yeah, thanks for watching. If you'd like more information about square foot gardening, just check out my YouTube channel where I have about a 1 hour, just a little shy of an hour video, step by step on how you can do square foot gardening and have amazing harvests.